As I found myself perched on an exposed mountainside at noonday, and permitting a band of roughly dressed Welshmen to tie a blindfold around my head, I realised that I had thrown myself into the most dangerous situation of my 21 years of life. But, I anticipate, I will begin my narrative exactly 24 hours earlier, aboard a train which had departed a remote Yorkshire station that morning. "Edith, you really wrote this?" repeated my travelling companion, Simon Drake, for about the 5th time, looking up at me from the manuscript in his hands. "I really did. Only, if you keep asking me, I'll begin to wonder which you think too stupid, me to have written the book, or the book to have been written by me." "Neither. It's very clever, and I already knew you were clever. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised at all." "Oh no, please don't stop being surprised by me, Simon. We agreed it was a pleasing attribute in a friend, didn't we? But aren't you hungry? You've been reading for simply hours." "Hungry? Yes, I suppose I am." Yet he made no move to get up. "We have to change trains later. We might get a basket at the station when we do that. Or we might eat something now, in the dining car." His eyes lit up. "Might we?" For a moment, I'd forgotten that this was his first railway journey. I smiled. Yes, we might. I led him to the dining car. He walked with a great concentration. I smiled to see this tall, capable man studiously avoiding bumping into other passengers, as if it was a great art. After all, I'd seen him gallop effortlessly over the Yorkshire fells on a horse he'd trained himself. The dining car was marvellous to him. I gently guided him away from ordering soup, which I thought might represent a danger to his travelling clothes. While we waited for our dinner, I asked the question that had been on my mind since boarding the train this morning. "What changed your mind, Simon?" He looked up from his rapt examination of the salt and pepper vessels. "I thought... It sounds presumptuous now, but I thought perhaps I could be of service. To you." I felt a cold splash of disappointment. I wanted him to make this journey for himself, not me. I wanted him to aspire to a life that did not revolve around his mother. But perhaps it was unreasonable for me to expect him to begin by going against her for his own sake. One step at a time, I thought, with an inward sigh. "Was she very angry? With me?" I asked. "With both of us," he said quietly. There was something he did not want to tell me, perhaps something she had said that had pushed him too far. "I'm sorry to be the cause." "You have done nothing wrong," he said decisively. "We'll be back in a matter of days," I said, my cheerfulness a little forced. "Your mother will hardly know you've been gone." It was an empty reassurance, and we both knew it. I changed the subject and was prattling on about our plans when the train entered a tunnel. "Edith," came his voice, very calm indeed. "What is this?" My eyes had not yet adjusted to the abrupt dimness. "I don't know. What does it feel like? Have you found the mustard pot?" "The light." "Oh, it's a tunnel. We'll be through it shortly." I made note of the fact that when Simon was alarmed, he sounded particularly calm. What a lot I still didn't know about him, this tall, dark, very distant cousin of mine. Well, if anything was likely to make me know him better, it would be absconding with him to the mountains in pursuit of the Red Dragon of Wales. The dining car was bright with daylight again. "Remarkable," he murmured. Then his eyes fell on me, softening in a way that made me go slightly pink. He looked out the window with a distant expression.